My dear friends, have you ever experienced that uncomfortable silence when someone you truly care for suddenly stops responding? You send a message and it shows seen. You wait thinking they're busy. Hours pass, days pass, and your mind, like a little overactive storyteller, begins to weave 1,000 anxious tales. Did I say something wrong? Did I do something to offend them? Or maybe they don't care anymore. The heart begins to ache, and suddenly their silence feels louder than any argument. We live in a world where communication is instant but connection is fragile. We can reach anyone across the globe in seconds, but one person's silence can shake our entire sense of peace. The truth, my friends, is that being ignored doesn't hurt because of what happens externally, it hurts because of what it awakens internally, the fear that we are not valued, not wanted, not enough. Once, after a talk, a young man came to me looking very disturbed. He said, "Gaur Gopal Das, my friend hasn't replied to me in 3 days. I can't eat, I can't focus. I keep checking my phone every few minutes." I smiled gently and said, "My friend, if your peace of mind depends on someone else's reply, you're giving them the power to control your happiness." He looked at me in surprise. But that's the reality for most of us today. One unread message can ruin our day. One person's silence can create a storm in our heart. And yet, we call ourselves free. But true freedom is not when you can say whatever you want. True freedom is when you can stay calm even when others say nothing. When someone ignores you, it's not always about you. Sometimes people go silent because they are tired, confused, hurt, or dealing with things they don't know how to express. But our mind doesn't see that. It immediately takes it personally. The ego whispers, "How dare they ignore me?" And the heart replies, "I'll show them I don't care either." And soon, two people who once cared deeply are playing emotional chess, waiting for the other to make a move. But remember this, silence used to test you is silence that can teach you. The real question is, what does their silence reveal about you? Imagine you are standing near a lake. If the water is still, it reflects your face clearly. But if you throw stones into it, the reflection becomes distorted. Similarly, when someone's behavior disturbs you, it's not their silence that distorts your peace, it's your reaction. Emotional maturity is not about not feeling pain, it's about not letting pain control your response. You see, peace is not the absence of noise, but the ability to remain centered amid chaos. There's a beautiful story about a monk and a young disciple. The disciple asked, "Master, people often ignore me and it hurts deeply. What should I do?" The monk smiled and handed him a gold coin. "Go to the market," he said, "and try to sell this coin for 1 rupee." The disciple went and everyone laughed, saying, "This coin is gold, it's worth thousands." The disciple returned, confused. The monk smiled again and said, "My dear, your worth doesn't decrease because someone cannot see it. It just means you're showing it to the wrong crowd." My friends, never measure your value through the eyes of those who fail to recognize it. When someone ignores you, it doesn't mean you're not important. It means they don't have the capacity to see your importance right now. If we understand this, we stop reacting and start reflecting. Reacting is easy. It's impulsive, emotional, and often regrettable. But responding requires wisdom, awareness, and patience. The next time someone ignores you, take a deep breath. Ask yourself, is my reaction going to bring me peace or pain? In most cases, it's pain. Because reacting doesn't solve the problem, it only amplifies it. Instead, learn to pause. Silence in response to silence is not weakness, it's wisdom. When you remain calm, you take away their power to disturb your inner world. My friends, we are not here to chase people. We are here to chase peace. Stop trying to convince people to value you. Those who see your light will never make you beg for it. When someone ignores you, be kind enough to give them space and wise enough to protect your peace. Do not try to force a conversation. Sometimes silence is the closure you need. It's not rejection, it's redirection. Life is taking away what's not meant to stay so that you can focus on what truly matters. Your growth, your purpose, your happiness. Look at the sun. Does it stop shining because the clouds cover it for a while? No, the sun simply waits. It knows that no matter how dark the clouds, they will pass. In the same way, don't let temporary silence make you doubt your permanent worth. Be patient, be calm, keep shining. Because sooner or later, those who are meant for you will find their way back. Not because you chased them, but because your peace drew them in. You see, our greatest power lies not in how we control others, but in how we control ourselves. The world will always test you, sometimes through conflict, sometimes through silence. But your response determines whether you grow or break. Choose peace over pride. Choose understanding over anger. Choose grace over reaction. Because reacting gives away your power, but responding with calm keeps your dignity intact. So, my dear friends, the next time someone ignores you, smile softly and remind yourself, their silence cannot steal my peace. Use that silence to learn about yourself, to nurture your mind, to deepen your patience. Wish them well in your heart. Let go with love, not with bitterness, because bitterness is heavy, but love is light. And as you walk away with peace, you'll realize that the greatest victory is not in making them respond, but in remaining kind even when they don't. In the end, people may ignore you, misunderstand you, even leave you, but never ignore yourself. Never stop appreciating your own heart. Never stop giving yourself the love you expect from others. Because when you truly value yourself, the silence of others becomes irrelevant. So today, promise yourself this: I will not react out of insecurity. I will respond with serenity. I will not chase attention. I will chase peace. That, my friends, is how you never react when someone ignores you. By remembering that your happiness is too precious to depend on someone else. Reply, your worth is too divine to be questioned by someone's silence, and your peace is too sacred to be disturbed by someone's absence.